How can our viewers find out more information about your firm?
Well, number one, if they want to have one of those checkups, I mentioned that people should regularly have performed on an average of every 3 years or so, or more often if their personal circumstances have changed. They should feel free to call us at Novy & Associates at 732-657-0600. We do regularly sit down with clients and review their documents, be it their will, their power of attorney, their living will, their trust agreement, or any other documents they may have prepared in the past. And we do that as a professional courtesy. We don't charge for the initial appointment. They can call us, and we also do make house calls for those that don't drive or are not able to leave their homes, and we would sit down and review that with them. They can also, of course, if they are computer savvy and they go on the internet, they can view our website at www.novylaw.com, and they can learn more about some of the subjects we've talked about today. They can also call our office at 732-657-0600. Ask for my marketing director, Jacqueline Ewing, and she will be glad to send them a brochure that talks about different things that they can do to protect themselves. One brochure is called It's Time to Protect Your Legacy, that describes our services. If they want more material and articles about some of the subjects we've talked about today and others, they can ask for the white brochure I'm holding up, and Jacqueline will be glad to have this mailed to them, or they can pick it up our office if they're nearby. And lastly, as I mentioned earlier, we do have a radio show, which is 1160 WOBM AM. The show is called Inside the Law, and it's on the radio every other Saturday. And they can listen to us on 1160 WOBM AM on every other Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. And once again, if they happen to go on the computer and they check our website, they can click on and listen to bring up the shows that are on Saturday morning, known as Inside the Law, and we actually have an archive, or we store past broadcasts, and they can click on and listen to past shows, whether it deals with personal injury, municipal court, estate planning, Medicaid, and all of the various services that Novy & Associates regularly advises our clients on. And lastly, as I mentioned earlier, we do have a Speakers Bureau. I'm holding that brochure up here today. And in that Speakers Bureau, it lists some of the subjects we regularly talk about, such as wills, living wills, powers of attorney, the benefits of revocable trust, things to consider, major life changes as to whether or not you need to update your estate plan, who to consider as trustworthy when you're naming an executor, and so forth. So if any of our listeners here in Leisure Village Original are looking for a speaker and they would like to learn more about these subjects, again, you can call Jacqueline Ewing at 732-657-0600, because we at Novy & Associates believe in giving back to the community, and we're regularly invited to come out and give talks on these and other subjects, and we welcome the opportunity to come out here on any occasion and speak to some of the folks that live in the community, because that's our professional obligation to give back to you, because we appreciate the opportunity to allow us into your homes and to provide the advice that we think is much needed in today's ever-changing legal and economic environment.